Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about this book that is called Pages and Co. Tilly and the Bookwanderers by Anna James. And now we're going to start. It's so that Tilly, or her real name Matilda, she really loves to read books. She has lived in a bookshop her whole life with her grandparents since her mother left them. So her mother just disappeared one day, and this is very interesting because what has happened to her mother, we are maybe going to get to know that when the book starts for real. But it's so that Tilly, one day she sees characters from other books she loves, so really loves to read. She sees other characters from those books, and these characters, they can talk to her. One day the characters goes beyond talking. The character is taking Tilly into the book. When her grandparents get to know that Tilly has done this, they take her and her friend Oscar, because Oscar also went into a book one time, so both goes to the under library. And the under library, there's where all these that loves books, where they can learn how to book wander, and book wander is how to wander into books. But one day when they go to this place, there she and Oscar gets to know the rules. But what do they do the first day? They break one rule. Never go. So the person that learned them how to go into books, he said, don't go into a book until I come back. And then what does they do? They goes into the book. It's so that this book, it was not safe that they're so new for going into books, because if they die in a book, they die in real life, and they was very close to dying. So at last they get they come out of the book, and her grandfather is there, and he said he's there and he's taking them home. But that was not the last time Tilly and Oscar are going into the under library. It's so that when they come home, Tilly, she gets so emotional, because when they talk, when her grandparents talk about her mother and tell the whole story about what has happened, she gets emotional, and she goes up into a room and is taking out one of her mother's favorite copies. So it's a story. When she goes into the book, she sees that the last page has been ripped off. And this is so bad, because it was also a new other rule that you should never go into the last five pages of the book. If you want to come back out of the book, you need to read the last sentence of the last page. And she cannot do that. what happens with her? She somehow gets out of the book and is somehow in the under library again. And this is like, how and why has this happened? You're going to know that if you read this book. But it's so that she gets this under library and then she goes into a man's personal place where she's not allowed to go to, but then she sees her mom's favorite copy of the book, and the book is not the same. On the book it's a new character and she wants to know more. So she does the same thing but with the other book, with Oscar. When she comes to the under library, the person that ruled that place, she called to the grandparents and they came and picked her up. But the next time when Oscar was with them, they are going to try to find out more about this special book. So when they came to the under library again, Tilly and Oscar, so when they come to the under library again, they are going to read themselves into his personal book. And that was a thing they are really happy to do, but at the same time it could go very, very bad. Because who's that new character? It's her mother. And her mother has been trapped in the book and she can't come out. But then everything is going good. They're going to they have meted her mother, Tilly and Oscar, and they're trying to get out of the book now. But what happens there? This man comes and he's not so happy to see that this has happened, because he had trapped Tilly's mother in the book. So then everything can go wrong. Somehow they get the book and read themselves out of the book, and now Tilly's mother and Tilly and Oscar are now free, and they all get to know the whole story about this man and about everything. And now that was actually all for this book that was called Pages and Co. Tilly and the Bookwanderers by Anna James. This book is so good, so interesting. I recommend it so much. This book gets easily 5 stars. But we see each other another time. Bye bye.